Hello everyone, welcome to Shapes 2. And this is a game that came out last month, I think. And it's a factory game. It's very interesting. I like it a lot. I won't be describing exactly how it works. There's tons of other videos in YouTube that you can find at. So here today, I just want to share one machine that I use to work with strange shapes, right? So often you will see that you have to build something like this, for example, a square or half of a circle, or even this one. It has also, even though it's a complicated shape, it has full squares here, half of a square here, half of a star. Um, but you don't easily find those pieces ready for you to use. You often need to transform things, and that's the beauty of the game, right? You have to come up with machines that will turn the shapes you have available into something else that you need. But for me, it's easier to think when the shapes are in a standard way. So you have less inputs to uh, work with when you are designing your the rest of your machines. So in this case, what this machine does, I will show here. This is the machine. It's big, but I will explain why it's so big right now. It's just to make it easier to see what's happening, but I'm pretty sure it can be reduced. So you have four miners, right? So a full four belts, 60 items for now. I don't have all the improvements. And the important thing that you have to remember is that whenever you look at a shape, this machine is capable of transforming all the parts into a full shape. So if you have one square, one pointy thing, one half of one quarter of a circle, uh, um, you will end up with one full belt of square, one full belt of star, and one full belt of circles. There's nothing here, so you won't get the fourth full belt because you don't have it originally. But if there was any part here, you would also get that as a full belt. So let's see what's happening here. Well, the end result will be here, and as you expect, full belt of circle, full belt of square, and full belt of star, right? And what this is doing, it's pretty simple actually, and it's pretty sure it's not something new, but um, it's working with the the swapper, sorry, which breaks the shapes into two vertically and swap the sides, right? So in this case, you can see it's swapping and merging the two squares already together. And that's because I thought about the process as putting the shapes into a mirror and then switching and making the sides that are equal together. So that's what we are doing here. We are getting this belt of shapes that are the same size, same type and rotation. We are getting one part of that and rotating 90 degrees. So you can see that now the blue, it's kind of mirrored based on compared with the original shape. And then I'm switching sides. So right now, just doing that, I create two squares here and two half of circles here. Well, one half of a circle at the top, right? And that works with all the shapes because it's basically you are mirroring. So if there was a pointy thing here, it would be mirrored, and you would get two pointy things at the end of the process here. And then I'm doing this 4 times. As you can see, there's two at the top, two machines down here, because this takes 4 machines to process one belt, right? So that's why I'm taking 4. And this process produces 2 types of shapes, one with the squares at the bottom and one with uh, the quarter of circle at the top, right? So half circle at the top. And I have to work again with those 2 shapes. So that's why you have this jumpy thing, because this is just basically jumping to the other side so I can work again with this type of shape and work again here with this type of shape. So here I'm doing the same process, but now I'm rotating twice because I want to mirror the circles, right? The half circle. So that's why I'm rotating here to the right and rotating here to the left. See? And now it's mirrored, then the swapper can do its job, which is creating a full circle here. And because we had that gap, remember here, we don't get a full shape from the star. We just have two empty spaces, and that's why that's because I in the first process we are missing one, and then when we do the second process we are already missing one. So because we are mirroring, we miss two, right? So it comes out here as this half of a shape. The two full shapes, they are ready already, and that's always the case. This part of the shape and this part of the shape, just processing once, they are ready, right? This one and this one, they are not. They need extra processing for to make it work, because in this case, for example, it's not a full shape, right? And I want a full shape. So what happens is that I'm merging. And by the way, this is just processing one line. Those three lines are just passing to the next one to be processed as well. So one line here, if you're in the normal velocity, the full velocity of mining and belts, you will get 60 items. So 60 items I'm producing in the end, 4 lanes. So it's 15 each lane, right? So here I am getting 15 circles. Here I'm getting 15 circles, 15 circles, and 15 circles. So in the end, I need to merge all those 4 lanes to get 60 on each. So that's what I'm doing here in the second level here, right? This is just merging stuff, right? So in the end, I get 60 of each, but I need to reprocess or not reprocess, but process more those 2 inner lanes because they are not ready. So what I'm doing in the third phase here, it's just moving the ones that are ready up, and to do that I just jump them to the last 2 lanes and use the same machine that I used here. So this is basically the same machine, but I'm getting as input this lane first, and this lane is doing the same, see? And it's just outputting the full shape. And this is happening because I'm mirroring, see? I'm building the bottom, the top, and I'm moving the missing parts together. So you can see this is half of a star. This is also half of a star. It's just that it's at the top. So when it's time to process again, the end result will be a full, and here it's nothing because the 2 empty spaces are merged together. They are swapped actually. They are end up together here, and nothing comes out from this. So, but we have a full shape here, right? So in the end, I'm reprocessing, processing more the inner lanes. I'm getting the output in this 4th lane, right? The ones that are already ready, they're here. They are just moved to this last output block, right? And this is again the 4th lane. It's just merge the stars together. See? And I have the final output. Missing one, of course. Why? Because initially we don't have one here, right? So this is working. Let's just, and it's a full belt. It takes a little bit of time to get a full belt for each of one because you have so many blocks to be filled, right, before all starts processing and producing the 60 that it needs to produce. But if you wait a little bit, it will be 60. And why is that? Because we are getting 4 lanes of 60, right? And we are processing them, and each one will produce 60. This one will produce 60, nothing, because it's going to merge all the empty spaces together. So 4 lanes of this 60, right? 4 lanes of this, if you each lane has 1, right? So 4 lanes, 60 as well, 60 full circles. 4 lanes of pointy things, full lane of star, and 4 lanes of this square, full square. So that's why it's full lanes here. And let's see how this works with any shape. Let's go to a full thing that has a little bit more variety. Okay, could be. I never find one that's actually. Yeah, this one was just. Yeah, let's go with this. It's really. So what do we expect from what I explained? We do expect 1 full lane of stars, 2 full lanes of stars, 3 full lanes of stars, and 1 full lane of circles, right? Because each one here will produce a full lane. If you have, of course, 4 minors, right? If you want to get even more, you can just do that, right? And get more on this side. And of course, this can be probably better rearranged, so it's a little bit more compact. But for explanation, I think it's very useful to have 1 level, 2nd level of moving things around, 3rd level of processing and moving things around, and the 4th level, it's just merging things together. So the end result of this is 1, 2, 3 lanes of stars and 1 lane of circle, right? So this is also full lanes. And here, of course, it's the same, right? It doesn't matter the orientation. It's just 1 line of each part from here, right? Let's get another. So for example, this just has 2 parts. So what do we expect? We expect 2 lanes. Full lanes, 1 full lane of squares and 1 full lane of circles. We go here, see, circle, square, and the 2 lanes, of course, are empty. If we do this one, for example, it's the same. 2 lanes, full lanes of stars. See, and it goes. Yeah, it doesn't matter the position, like this one, just diagonals, no matter, doesn't matter. It will be a full lane of circle and full lane of square. Circle, square, see? And yeah, that's it. I think it's a very helpful machine if you want to work with more standard shapes. Of course, it takes a lot of space, and your count platform units, it's going to suffer a little bit. But if you're playing on normal, this is really not your concern. Only hard mode, I think this is more of a problem. But just in the beginning, in the end, this is also not a problem. And this definitely can be improved. The layout. I think this is very easy to understand the way it is now, and the way it is built. This block, you can reuse it, like we are reusing here, even to move things around. So it's kind of it's nice, but of course it can be improved. It can maybe move things here already processing them, etc. And with the 3rd level, you can even do more. But again, I usually go for simplicity, um, even if it takes more space to uh, build your machines, right? Because it's easier to understand later on what's happening. So yeah, that's it. I hope you like it, and hopefully we'll see another video of shapes, or even another factory game, maybe, if I have something nice to show like this one. Okay, so take care and bye bye.